Look at the disadvantages of horizontal communications. The first disadvantages of horizontal communication is the interdepartmental conflict. If there is any conflict or suspicions between departments, horizontal communications will not be effective. So if there exist any suspicions in the organization, so it will not be effective regarding horizontal communications. If for example, if there is suspicions exist in the finance department as well as in the marketing department, so the employees of the marketing department will not convey any communication, any informations, any secret informations to the product department. So so the finance department and as well as the product department communication effect. So if there exists conflict between the departments, so the horizontal communications will not be success in that cases. So it is also so it is another disadvantages of one of the disadvantages of horizontal communications. Now look at the second point, waste of time in gossiping. So another disadvantages of horizontal communication is the waste of time in gossiping. Horizontal communications may make employees too friendly with each other, and there is possibility of waste of time in gossiping. So another important disadvantages of horizontal communications is the waste of time. So one of the advantages of horizontal communication is to make the atmosphere friendly. But if it is used too much, so their employees will waste their time or may waste their time by gossiping rather than working. So it is another disadvantages or maybe the drawback of the horizontal communications. Horizontal communications, but that is the waste of time by gossiping. So employees may create a friendly atmosphere by horizontal communications, but if it is used too much, they may waste their time by gossiping rather than working. So it is another disadvantages of the horizontal communication. Now the disruptions of the organizational hierarchy. If the horizontal communications is used too much, both the employees at the junior level and the seniors at the higher level consult. So thus it disrupts the organization hierarchy. If the horizontal communication is too much, both the employee of the lower level as well as the employee of the higher level consult or communicate to each other by disrupting their you may say by disrupting their organizational hierarchy. So it is another you may say the another disadvantages of the horizontal communications. So both the higher level and the junior level consult with each other without maintaining any hierarchy of the department. Thus it disrupts the organizational hierarchy. Now the diagonal communications. So we have completed vertical communication as well as the horizontal communications. Vertical communication completed, horizontal communications, and now third one is the diagonal communications. So the look at the diagonal communications is a way of communications between employees from different organizational units and from different hierarchical level. These communications generally takes place among people who are not bound to follow rigid rules of communications. It takes place freely between senior level and the junior level without any hindrance. So through the definitions of the diagonal communications, it's come out that any employee can communicate to anyone according to his will. So the diagonal communications is a way of communications between employees from different organizational unit and from different hierarchical level. So the worker of the finance department can communicate to the manager to the product department. So this is diagonal communications. So if a employee of a finance department, lower level employee of the finance department wants anything, he can consult to the higher level of the product department. So between employees from different organizational unit from different hierarchical level, so it breaks the hierarchy of the department. So this communication generally takes place among people who are not bound to follow rigid rules of the communication. So here the rigid rules of the communications, like the vertical communications, will not flow in diagonal communications. It takes place freely between senior level and junior level without any hindrance. So this communication takes place between junior level and the senior level without any rigid rules. So diagonal communications is more formal communications than the you may say vertical communications. For example, look at the if top management, top management, top management here look at the here product manager, come here marketing manager, and last here the finance manager. Now here come the downward communication. Downward communications. Here also downward communication, and here also downward communications. Downward communications. So now here the employee of the product department can direct communicate with the manager of the finance manager. So it is diagonal communication. So diagonal communication is the sharing of informations among different structural level within a business. So it is the sharing of informations among different structural levels of business. Different structural levels, maybe the so look at the employee of the product department can direct contact to the finance manager. So it is the diagonal communications.